Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a festival inspired makeup. Obviously this is not an everyday makeup, this is not how I would go to work or anywhere really other than a festival. Coachella has been and gone and it totally inspired me. Looking at people's videos and vlogs and stuff, I was just like, oh, I want to be there with some crazy ass makeup on. So I thought I'd do a festival look for you. This is just something really fun, and it's, you know, I know there's so many festival looks on YouTube. They're all really blown out, they're all glittery, glitter down the face, whatever. It's all good fun. I just sort of looked at some inspiration and some vlogs and things and kind of tied it together, and this is what I came up with. So if you want to see how I did this, it's actually really quite simple, then just keep on watching. Okay, so for this whole look, basically, I'm using the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia. I'm looking in the viewfinder because I look so crazy right now. And I literally used just 3 colours, I think. It's actually a lot easier than it looks. It looks super kind of glam, but it's quite an easy look to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a big fluffy Real Techniques crease brush, and I'm going to take the shade Buon Fresco, I think it is. It's the lilac-y shade. I'm going to use that as my transition shade because the pink is so dark. And I'm going to take that really, really high. And I'm going to take it really far out because it's kind of a winged shadow. So I just start working this up towards my brow bone. I actually find it harder to do my eyes separately, like when I film. I should really do it all in one, but because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, I did one eye and played around with it, else I would have just been faffing around on camera. But usually I find it easier to do both together. And just make sure that's really, really blended and really far out. And then I'm going to take a slightly smaller fluffy brush with the same shade and just run it under my lower lash line. And make sure it's joined up at the corner to give you that kind of winged out eyeshadow. You want that sort of tapered effect. Then I'm going to go in with a Zoeva Luxe Define crease brush, and I'm going to go straight into the shade Love Letter, which is the brightest pink in the palette. And I'm going to use that in the same way but slightly lower down, keeping the sort of lilac-y shade as my transition colour. I literally love this palette, but there's so much fallout, it's ridiculous. So you have to be so careful. I feel like you waste such a lot of product because so much of it just falls out, and I have to kind of tap my brush off because otherwise I'm going to end up with it all down my face. And obviously with a look like this, because I'm going over my foundation, I've had to do my foundation first, and I don't really want pink powder all down my face. So I'm just literally following that kind of tapered shape with the pink. And because you've put down that transitional shade, it makes it a lot easier to kind of blend this shade out. Next I'm taking a little smudge stick, which is just a waterproof eyeliner from Stila. This is broken, I'm so annoyed, it won't sort of wheel up anymore, but it's a really nice brown liner, and I'm going to line my lower, my waterline with that. And then I'm going to take the shade Cypress Umber from the Anastasia palette, which is the darkest brown shade, on a little tiny Zoeva Luxe Petite crease brush. And I'm just going to run this under the lower lash line as well, just to really smoke it out. I feel like I want like a darker, smokier lower lash line. And this can come up quite high because you're doing a liquid liner as well. You can kind of wing that out too. I'm going to take the gold shade from the palette, which is called Primavera, and I'm going to use that on the inner third of my lid. I don't want to use too much of it, it's just to give me something on my lid. And these kind kind of more foiled shadows in the Anastasia palette are insane. They're so pretty. And then again, going back in with the fluffier 224 brush from Zoeva, I'm just going to blend that into the pink. Then with the same brush for the foiled shadow, I'm going to go in with the shade Vermeer, which is the foiled shadow above Primavera. And I'm going to use that on my inner corner and sort of tear duct area, just to really brighten up that inner corner. Liquid liner, my nemesis on camera, but I'm going to give it a go. I did not a massive wing, but just kind of winged out the edge just to give it a bit of something else. Wearing Glamour lashes, and I've mentioned before that these are the biggest pig lashes to put on in the world. I hate putting them on. I'm going to put the glue on and then I'm going to leave it to sit for ages while I do my glitter, because it's so difficult to work with these lashes. Honestly, like, I just hate them. But they're so pretty. I forgive them. For the glitter, I'm using the Gatsby loose eyeshadow from Peaches and Cream, I think it's called. And to apply it, I'm using the Violet Voss Secret Weapon adhesive. This is the best glitter adhesive I've ever found, I've ever used. Honestly, it's amazing. Go buy it. You'll love it, I promise. And I'm just using a little, this is just a cheap, crappy brush, which I use to apply glitter with. So this has got a little doe foot applicator, and I'm going to go straight in with it and go down my face with the adhesive. I'm going to try and make it level, but I'm not guaranteeing anything. And then just dip the brush in the glitter and go to town. This stuff is so messy because it's like a loose glitter. Literally, it's so easy to drop everywhere. So as soon as you're finished, put your lid back on your glitter, because I have spilt a whole pot of one of these before. And it's not pretty. It's not cool. I've got an itch and I really don't want to scratch it. Then I'm going to go back in with the adhesive again and just do 3 little dots and pick up some little gold stars, which I've got. They're actually from my nail art box, but I'm gluing them to my face today. I'm not in focus. My camera, I think, is having a hissy fit because it doesn't know what to look at. There he is. So then we're going to try and apply the devil lashes, which I hate. I don't know if I've mentioned that, but I hate them. Best way I found is literally like drop them on and then just let them set. Don't try and work with them at all. That's my tactic. Just plonk them on. Like, I try and sort of work them into a curve and then literally just drop them on top of my lashes, because it's the only way I can not have a hissy fit about it. Once my lashes are dry, I would just pop a little bit more mascara on just to make sure they're all sealed together. But that is this look complete. I hope you like this video, guys. Any requests, as always, pop them down below. If you like festival inspired makeup, let me know in the comments and I might do some more, because I thought this was really fun and I think it looks really cool. I'm really pleased with it. So yeah, any requests, as always, pop them down below. But until next time, I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.